and welcome back to Crochet at My House. It's been another busy week making things, and sister got a new bed, so we built that, and just other things, you know, like everybody else. Gotta have things to do around your house, like cleaning and laundry, all things. So the first finished thing I have is this. Now, this is a reindeer mud cozy. The baronet pattern, as you can see. There's the picture. Now you can also see I put the legs on the front in a little bit of a wrong place. But you could just pretend this one slipped on the ice and he's now like this because he's fell over. And he's got his tail. Tail it back. And his nose. I think it was really easy to put together. Although I did have to make the cup cozy part itself a little wider by 2 stitches, because without doing that it was a little bit snug. So my next thing is kind of a finished project. It's more like a part of a project because basically I'm doing Jayda's calendar blanket, but I'm also doing it in line with Judy at Witch Piece Crafts make along. Like, you're to pick your own pattern, but she's doing the colours because she's doing it to go along with the birthstones. So I've made my first part, which is right here, in this lovely red colour. It's Stylecraft Special DK that I used in the colour Claret. There's the pattern. It's a mile a minute, and it's quite long, and I like the pattern. Very easy to do, and this is the colour. I don't know if it's showing up perfectly, but it's a nice deep red, which is to go with January's birthstone, which is my birthstone. I think the other colour that was available was black. I can't remember what that one was, but we had 2 options this month colour wise, and I went with the dark red. Now the other things I've been making this week have been just whips, really. I haven't finished them. First one being this. You'll probably recognise this. It's the crochet dress I've been making. So here's where I'm at. What I have done is I finished the decrease rows. So I finished bringing it in, and then I've got a few straight rows for the waist area, and then it goes out by a couple. I'm not quite sure how many. I think it's like 3, maybe 5 of them that goes out by. But yeah, that will go back out. And these tails that I now have hanging on my project are for sewing it together at the end. As you can see, I didn't do that to start with, but I started doing it now just because I thought it would be a good idea. So that's one side, and here's the other side. Exactly the same, because of course I'm doing the things on both sides the same, because it's stripes. There's one of my tails. And it's got significantly long now. I'm going to be continuing the stripes as I go with this pattern, so it's not going to change in any way. Like, I'm not going to change from that pattern and start doing a different thing, but I can show you what the pattern looks like. Here's the pattern. So this is their thing. They did it solid for this bit and this bit, and then they did the colours at the waistband, around the neck, around the cuffs, and around the bottom. but I'm just doing a straight pattern all the way up and all the way along the sleeves. It's cute. It's an old pattern, so of course I can't give you any links or anything, because I honestly have no idea where you would get this pattern. But that's the one I'm doing. If you found it, of course you could use it, but I haven't seen it anywhere online with one of the other hands patterns. Now my last work in progress is actually to go along with something I made a while ago. So this is what I made quite a while ago. It's a doll, right? And she's got her hair and body, and I sewed buttons for her eyes, kind of like Caroline's dolls, button eyes. And these are bangs. I haven't decided. I'm thinking I might leave them like that, and I'm thinking I might make some like buns up here with her hair. But what I've been making for her is this, which really doesn't look like very much. This is supposed to be one of the dresses. So this is supposed to be like the top part up here. I'll show you a picture. So I do have it in here. Here's the dress I'm doing. It's the Red Riding Hood dress, which is cute. I like the ruffle part. There's my bookmark. Yeah, so you're to make two pieces and then join them together and then work round. So that's what I'm doing, and I've done both of the sides there, and I've just started going around. So hopefully this will fit her nicely, and we'll have a cute dress for her. Right, talking about the dress I'm making for the doll, it is of course out of this book, My Crochet Dolls, which I got this book quite a while ago, and I will say it's not the best put together book I've ever used. For one thing, they have this section here, which basically goes on the different ones, so that there's like good night and at the beach, and it puts the different pieces and then tells you the brand name of the yarn, and then you have to go over to this conversion chart and check the yarn weight. Whereas on the patterns it says yarn 100% polymid. Does not tell you the yarn weight or even what kind of yarn. It is just the fiber content, which is not helpful because nobody's looking for the fiber content, especially if you're using any sort of substitute yarn. You don't really care about fiber content, you just need the yarn weight, which has been a problem with this book. I will say the patterns in it do look quite cute, but unless you're really paying attention and see the conversion chart, you might do an oopsie. Like with my doll here, she's been made out of a 4-ply, but the doll itself is supposed to be done out of a light DK, which is a little bit of an issue when you're trying to make the clothes fit and you're just trying to stick to one yarn weight. Like a lot of times when you're making anything really, if you're making a blanket, if you're making some clothes for yourself, if you're making a amigurumi, whatever, usually you have your project and it's all done in one weight. But this, you're to do this different way and that different way, and instead of putting it on the pattern, it's in a little comparison area. So that's how this ended up like this. I didn't see that. I could only find the fiber contents on it, and I didn't realise until much later that that was there. So I've ended up with a doll who's slightly made out of the wrong stuff, the wrong weight. But what I'm doing to meditate that fix that is basically the chart has the thing and I'm doing everything one yarn weight below what it says. So if you accidentally do something like that with this book, just whatever your top yarn weight is, like if you made it out of iron or you made it out of DK or you made it out of 4-ply, like if you made it out of the wrong size, just do it for the one size below. You should be fine. A few other things from this week is this book here is a sticker book. It's like a sticker by number. I got a couple years ago and it's not specifically my favourite thing to do because it's kind of fiddly and the stickers don't always fit well, but I'm trying to finish the book. So here we have a dragonfly, and you can see I've done all these coloured pieces, and that's just because I like dragonflies, so I thought I'd do something that I like doing. And these are the sheets. So what I do is I just do it in the order of this and go along. Seems to be the easiest way to do it without getting muddled up. So you might like that sort of thing. It's not specifically my favourite thing, but Now the one other thing from this week is I got my magazine. So I thought I'd talk about that. Now this is something it came with. Is I'm hooked and it says Simply Crochet. So it came with this cute little bag, which is really quite small, but it'll be good for a small project. Like if you were making some socks or a hat, basically something that's not going to use any more than like 100, maybe 200 grams at the most. It actually had this pattern tucked inside it, which is for this bag here. It's called Bags of Charm, and it's supposed to use one skein to make it. So it's a small project. Works well for the size. And then this is the magazine. So this is the magazine, and it's issue 106. Now do a little bit of a flip through and look at some of the things inside. As usual, it's got quite a few different ads in it. Now we've got to some pictures. So there's this cardigan. It's huge and really long. And there's this scarf. The scarf is interesting. It kind of looks like a braid. And then there's a hat to go with the scarf. And a shawl. Shawl's nice. Kind of looks like a puff stitch or maybe a bobble stitch. There's also arm warmers, like wrist warmer things, and then a cup cozy. My favourite thing out of this sort of set that goes together is these. And that's just because I like socks. And they're thicker socks, so you don't use like sock weight yarn. You use something a bit bigger. The socks are here. They have their abbreviations, their tension, all the information you might need. I like it. I like the fact that it's not a light sock, it's something that's going to keep you warm. There's some more pictures of the socks. Yeah. And really nice long socks. Perfect for the winter and the autumn. Here's another cute one. It's the seal. But working with that furry type yarn must be a bit of a pain. Like, that stuff's hard to count. So if you do your stitches wrong, that'll be a pain. There's these cute slippers. They look cozy. What else is in here? Oh yeah, there's this long scarf from the front. I've seen something similar to that in another magazine that I got. I think it was Inside Crochet a while ago. And we have a little applique put on a sleeve, little dino. And then there's like a sort of pencil skirt shape. Very basic skirt, but I'm sure if you wanted something really interesting done with it, you can manage it. Just mix up your colours. Called ribbed skirt. There's a finishing touch pillow. I'm not so keen on the pillow. That might just be because I don't like the loopy look. Some more ads. Oh yeah, there's this bag. Yeah. My only thing with this bag is they don't include the weird handles they've made, and like that's kind of not helpful. I get that it's probably expensive or something, but you're gonna put something like that in. It usually helps if it's the project that they've given you to do. This decoration. They do at least tell you where to get it, but still. It's called, this decoration is called Bit of Pizzazz. It's cute. Like a hanging decoration. And the next one is flower bed. And it's a blanket. Not too keen on this pattern. Like, I kind of like the middle section, but these flowers are a bit strange to me. Here's a better picture for you to see that. But you've got these ones. I'm not so keen on those. I prefer these ones here. Right, more ads. Good read. Oh, I like this, but then again, it's just like shawls. This is a nice little lace shawl. It's called Denim Days. So I guess it's to go along with the colours. Here's some more pictures. That's pretty. Looks like it's worked from the corner point and then worked out. Shell stitch shawl. Try and say that 5 times fast. My gosh. Queen Bee. This is a teapot cozy. I like that. Don't know if I'll be making one anytime soon, but it's cute. Hug a hoodie. This is a little kitty hoodie. Nice. This looks like a very basic one. What else have we got in here? Oh yes, there's this pillow. That's nice. Don't have any need for a pillow at the moment, but it's cute. Let's see. Cushion. And that's everything in here. Of course, it's got the how-tos, and it's got like charts up the back. That's just one of them, but yeah. It's got charts for all the different things. So that's nice. I definitely really like the socks. The shawl's quite nice, and of course this decoration. Like that. Now that's what was in this month's issue. Here's the front cover. That's been quite a nice issue, this month. Right. This is my journal. This is just an elastic closure, and this is just a blank notebook type of thing. And this is the nice kind of pretty cover. This is the start of mine. So I have January written down here. I have ER, some balloons, and 2021. And this is just from an old wall calendar I had, the ER stuff, and I just reused it. That is just the layout of the year, and I have it all laid out with each day, and I have noted down people's birthdays because I like doing them. Now this is my projects. Yeah. I have projects that I've got going and projects I've got plans to do. And below that I actually have a bit for video ideas. I'm not going to show you that obviously because I don't want to be telling you what I'm planning to do. And this is the layout I have for each day. So this is for one day, that's next. So I have quite a decent bit of space for writing. And I have another blank spot here, just for little notes, whatever I want to add. And I have got these pictures all stuck in and the month written, but I haven't decorated back here. I will do that when I get closer to the month. I also haven't laid out the next month's days. You can see they're not laid out. It's just blank, and I will get to that when I get to February. So my question today is, are you keeping a journal this year? And what kind of journal are you keeping? Are you using a bullet journal type style thing like I'm doing? Are you using a pre-made kind of planner deal that you sometimes get? Or are you doing like an online calendar thing that's maybe on your phone or your laptop or whatever? So remember to like, subscribe and comment on all that fun stuff down below.